tip. And it's controlled by Beckman after they went out of bounds.
No, I think they blew the whistle. I think maybe they went up too quick. Kind of an illegal jump type thing. And they did tip it out of bounds, but they blew that whistle before they even tipped the ball.
They didn't have them re-jump. That's interesting as Beckman will get the ball going left to right to start this ball game. As the Blazers lost last night 75-59, snapping a 2-game winning streak. Cascade has won 5 in a row. They only lost to Northeast back on January 5th. Here's a ball that's turned over, coming up with the Cascade. The throwback uniforms for Cascade, the home jerseys, the white with the navy trim.
They're not that throwback. They're long shorts.
Well, despite these short shorts, the throwback style, the lettering with the gold numbers, gold lettering, and the jumper by Jarrett Napper in the middle of the lane gets this game underway with points. 2-0 Cascade. 7 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Now that would have been awesome if they'd had the throwback uniforms and have the short shorts that we used to wear.
And there's awesome for who? There's a right wing three, no good.
The crowd.
Yeah, right. Bounds off the right side. Gets it by Colin Squires, one of the better players for the Blazers. Comes in leading the way, 18.5. There's a shot inside attempted by Green, no good. LeGrand with the rebound, pushing ahead. Squires off the window. That's no good. Bounce off right side. Green almost had a rebound. He did not get it, but Cascade does come up with it. 6.5 to go. 2-0 here in favor of the Cougars. His right side is Trum.
Yeah, Beckman playing a man defense here, really chasing around. Green's just kind of camping around in that bottom of the area, trying to find that open spot.
Cascade averages 56 points a game. They like to slow it down, their tempo. Beckman, 67 points a ball game. Here's Napper. Cascade controlling the tempo right now. Getting shots they want. Inside, nice pass to Trum. Used the baseline off the window, and good. Kurt Trum, his first field goal of the night. He comes in the fifth leading scorer, 6.8 a ball game.
Yeah, Beckman's not going to want Cascade to run away right off the bat here in the first quarter.
There's a little floater, fade away. Sam Stunkin carries it. The quarterback on the football team controlling the offense that time. Third leading scorer, 12.6 tonight. 41% free throw shooter. 3 in the double-digit column for Beckman. Only 1. Devin Green leading the way with 19.8 a ball game. That's Cascade. Has it here going right to left. Same officials as in the girls' game, of course. This jumper, no good by Devin Green. Beckman with the rebound. Passing ahead. LeGrand strong to the rim, but a little contact from behind. LeGrand will go to the line and shoot 2. As a foul called on Devin Green.
Yeah, there's Beckman showed that quickness. They got up and down the court. They want to get down there and quick. See if they can get something going before Cascade can really have time to set up that zone defense, and they beat him down court, and they drew the first foul on Devin Green.
LeGrand pushing ahead to Tommy Lehman, who's on the line to shoot 2. He missed the first one with 1 more coming now.
Lehman, a 68% free throw shooter on the year.
Fourth leading score on the team, 8.5 a night. No good on the second one there. And no good on the first 2 free throws of the night by Beckman, Tommy Lehman. And here's Green inside, putting around the traffic. No good off the right side, though. And Beckman secures the board. And then for Beckman, no good off the left side by Colton Willenbring. Cascade with the rebound. 4-2 Cougars, 4:40 and counting.
Yeah, he did a nice job. A little behind the back dribble, split the defenders. He got a wide open lane, just missed the layup. Devin Green strong, gets it off the window. It bounces out, but he's fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. I think Tommy Lehman's going to get called for that foul, I believe. Yeah, Tommy Lehman, 6 foot senior, giving up some height there, having the guard Green on the inside.
Green is 6'7" senior, I should say. As that free throw is up and good. 5 points on the night now for Cascade. 1 more coming here for the Cougars. As Green, second one up and good. Nothing to that. 2 free throws for Devin Green. As Green, a 58% free throw shooter coming in. 4.5 to go here in this first quarter. We've got second quarter on the board trying to trick us there. keep us on our toes. There's a pass inside. It'll be tipped by Cascade. And it will stay Beckman basketball.
A long time until the second quarter in the girls' game.
It was the third quarter that was really long.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly.
And
put the scorekeeper to sleep.
Yeah. I'll have to text him and see if we can change that score. 4:16 to go. Helps to know, people.
There you go.
6-2 Cascade. Left side is Willenbring looking. Now back up top. So Riley LeGrand. And there is a steal. Errant pass, and Devin Green comes away with it. And Coach Jim Squires, in his 50 years of coaching, he has a basket up and good. Now timeout for Beckman.
Coach Trump, a nice job there. Gave a good ball fake. Got the Blazer defender up in the air. Went up for an easy bucket. Coach Squires called a timeout, not liking what he's seeing there so far out of that defense. They get too many shots in that paint area.
Yes, indeed. The fourth coach in school program history is Jim Squires, 667 victories, 287 losses, sixth on the all-time win list in the state of Iowa. Coach Al Marshall with those 727 wins his third time, so top 10 coaches here in the state of Iowa. Hall of Famer is 42 years at Bellevue Marquette, took 8 teams to state.
Nice shot there on the glass there by Tommy Lehman. They did a drive in the baseline, got it over on the right side, off the glass and in. Good play on the offense.
As 3.5 to go, 8-4 the lead for Cascade. Up top, now right side, short corner is Trum. Surveying, he's going to take the jumper from 16 feet out, no good off the back rim, but Green skies and gets the rebound. He puts it up, that's good. A jump hook on the right side, about 6 feet out. Devin Green gets his first field goal of the night. Here's a hustle down the other end. Knock it around. He'll stay. Beckman basketball going left to right.
That's the one thing with the Blazers. If you're going to score them, they're going to take the ball to bounds quick and try to get it down as quick as they can. Ooh, nice cut inside. As Willenbring goes in, swatted big time out of there by Devin Green, and that gets the crowd section going there.
And Beckman will keep it again on the baseline.
Pass inbounds to Willenbring. Squires thinking about pumping. He's good 6 feet behind that three-point line.
On right side, LeGrand gets it out top. This is Stelkin. Trying to create. Back to LeGrand, top of the key. Left side is Willenbring. 2:15 counting in the second.
This Cascade defense right here just continuing to make them pass beyond the three-point line. Three-pointer no good by Riley LeGrand.
Devin Green with another rebound. 2.5 to go. Green did not see the pass coming. Beckman almost had it. Willenbring now goes over the backcourt, and that's going to be a reach-in foul called on Willenbring. Right on the arm, he was trying to get the jump ball to guard. Trace Huffman had it, but did not secure it enough. He did secure it enough, according to the official on the arm foul call, and he's explained to Coach Squires what he saw, Mr. Gassman from DeWitt. And now Cascade coming the other way, so they called that foul on Willenbring, his first, team number 2. Cascade has the ball in the lead by 6, 10-4. Here's Green, 14-footer, got it to go. And Devin Green making his presence known early. He's got 6 points in this ball game, the Wayne State commit.
Yeah, averaging just under 20, so does a lot of things on the inside. Very, very active, and then on the boards will get a lot of putback points.
Left side, LeGrand now at 3 from the corner. Squires too hard off the back of the rim. It's tipped out by LeGrand, but tipped right into the hands of a Cougar in the former Trace Huffman. 12-4, Cascade. Trum in the way. No good off the back of the rim. Green from behind tips it away, and that's going to be a foul on Trum as he comes and contacts Riley LeGrand as he's trying to push the ball ahead. So Kurt Trum will be called for his first foul. Team number 2. 12-4 Cascade, 1:38 to go here in the second quarter. Number 6 Cascade, unranked Beckman. Beckman was ranked last week. They fell to Anamosa last Tuesday night, 91-66, and Anamosa knocking them out of the rankings. LeGrand now good in the backcourt is tipped away by Huffman. And the Blazers have it going left to right. Minute and a half to go here. But first quarter. As here's a shot up and good off the window. Nice shot by the athletic Sam Stelkin. His second field goal of the game.
Yeah, that's good eye contact. They saw that right baseline was open, so just kind of threw it where nobody was. Stelkin just athletically got over there, put it up and in.
Johnny Supple gave it up to Green. Now Huffman has it left side. Trace Huffman, one of the members of the Cascade State baseball tournament team. Semifinalists last summer. Got beat by Waterloo Columbus in the semifinal. 12-6 here. Cascade, 45 seconds and counting. Drive baseline. Supple to Trum. Collected the ball, went up, blocked away. Green got it back. He goes up off the glass and good. Well, Squires wanted something on that. Not sure what he was petitioning for. Green got a clean rebound and the putback.
Yeah, he was just hoping for something on the block shot or the over the back on just anything to his advantage.
Squires driving out here. The call comes from the near side official. Devin Green, that's 2 on Mr. Green. 19.9 to go here in the third.
Yeah, that's what Beckman's going to do is maybe keep going right at it and see if they can draw that third.
LeGrand before the half. To go. Riley LeGrand, the first three-pointer of the game in the form of LeGrand there. The fifth leading scorer, 7.5 a game. As is 16-3, 16-33 now, 46% coming in. Here's a steal, LeGrand, half-quarter. No good, just off the mark, off the window. And that's the way our first quarter comes to a close. It's 14-9 in favor of Cascade. This is area boys basketball from KMCH Sports.
In sports, as well as banking, numbers mean everything. Making sure you have experienced athletes and bench strength are a critical combination for a winning team. The same goes for our F&M team. With an average longevity of 15 years and 28 members strong, F&M is consistently showing strength in numbers. F&M Bank, the right choice, member FDIC.
Going above and beyond is a standard of care at Above and Beyond Home Health and Hospice Care. Their compassionate staff care deeply about the comfort of their patients. A nurse is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Above and Beyond Healthcare, the more they care, the more beautiful life becomes. Proudly serving Jones, Jackson, Johnson, Lynn, Clayton, and Delaware counties.
At Georgian Auto in Manchester, their approach to auto repairs is simple. Fix it right and get you back on the road. From tires to transmissions, they fix it all. Georgian Auto in Manchester, where complete automotive service and repair is their complete focus.
John and Bill back with you from Cascade. Here in the second quarter, 14-9 is the lead for the Cougars. As the official, Mark Cashman of DeWitt, is at the scores table talking to the bench official, Blair Gleason, scoring some type of situation they were talking over, getting something cleared up. As Cascade getting the ball to start this second quarter, going right to left. As the rebounds are favoring Cascade. Several offensive rebounds, no offensive rebounds yet for Beckman. As Cascade has the lead, Trump getting it back, almost picked away by Squires. Devin Green out top. He has 2 fouls. He's leading the way with points. Jared Napper knocks it down. Napper from the right corner with the 3. That's his second field goal of the night. Napper comes in. He's now 27 of 56, a 47% three-point shooter. Third leading scorer on the team, 9.3 tonight. And here is a pass from right to left. Way, that's a dangerous pass with Mr. Green out there, active. He batted that one down, went out of bounds.
Well, it was a good play, too, because Sam Stelkin was setting a screen on him, and if he hadn't jumped up to get, if he'd have tried to go back a little bit, he'd have got an offensive foul. That would have been his third foul, so smart play by the Blazers. There's a three-pointer on the inbounds right pass on the other side, and Colton Willenbrink pulls the trigger.
So Willenbrink, the second leading scorer, gets on the board, 15.3 a night, as he is a 33% three-point shooter coming in, 10 of 28 now with his first 3 there, 17-12, 5-point advantage Cascade, 6:50 counting here in the second quarter. As Huffman over to Trump, inside the left wing. This is Green driving off the window and good. Devin Green gets his 4th field goal of the night. 10 points already. We're 6.5 to go in the second quarter. Here's a drive by Lehman. He left it long off the backside, rebounded by Green. Here come the Cougars. Green feeling it. What about the shot? He gives it up to Napper. Napper drives. Stuck on the elbow, now gets rid of it to Huffman.
Yeah, Green very active underneath there. It's a little surprised Beckman hasn't tried to sucker him into some kind of an offensive foul here. That number 32, Johnny Tupel, goes up for a shot, gets fouled, he'll go to the line and shoot two. Foul's going to be on number 32. Oh, 33, excuse me. LeGrand.
Riley LeGrand picks up his first, and now they clarifying the foul is on the. Well, they accidentally hit the horn, maybe.
Well, I think they were trying to get us. I thought the referee did a 32-2, but 32 shooting. So I think it was on 33. So I think they misread the hand signal on the foul.
First one is up and no good. Johnny Suckel will have one more. Jeff Holst, a state tournament official from Clinton. Ray Wilden from Clinton as well. Mark Aspen from director officials here tonight for this matchup. As Suckel knocks down the second one, it's 20-12 now. As 8-point lead for Cascade 6 minutes ago here in the second quarter. Squires again trying a dangerous pass, and now a foul called. As Green going to get that ball, he just tripped and fell over Tommy Lehman. Coach Squires up saying he didn't push him. He went up and over my guy, and it's a tough one.
Yeah, there's a tough one. But that's what Beckman's trying to do is get that third foul on him.
Yes, indeed. And now Willenbring right on the arm of Devin Green. A foul called there. Willenbring almost got the steal, but the foul coming on Willenbring. So Lehman picked up his second in that scurry, and Willenbring now has his second as well.
Yeah, they're not liking these fouls that are getting called. They're really trying to set up a screen to see if they can draw that offensive third foul on Green.
And inside, up by Trum. No good. He's fouled. A foul coming. Kirk Trum's the line to shoot two.
Yeah, and there again, it's offensive boards are really starting to mount up. Cascade's really attacking those boards hard there and getting to the line to show it. And that foul is on number 15, Tommy Lehman, and that's his third.
As the first free throw for Trum up and good. One more coming. As Kirk Trum, 5 points on the night. He is a fifth leading scorer, 6.8 a contest, 65%. Charity stripe shooter, and he knocks down the second one. He rattles around and pops on in for Trum. He's got 6 points on the night now. A 10-point lead, largest of the ball game, 22-12. In favor of Cascade, 5:45 and counting second quarter. Cougars led by 5 at the first quarter break, 14-9.
Ben Paula comes in for Tommy Lehman with that third foul.
It's one of the bigger post players for Beckman, a size challenge team. There's Squires, drives on the left side, right hand on the left side, off the window, and good. Alan Squires, his first field goal tonight. That's what the Blazers offense needs to get going here. He averages 18 points a game. His first two there. This one is knocked away, but Riley LeGrand steps on the baseline. He's trying to corral that ball and go the other way as he knocked it away. Nice strip away from Devin Green that time.
Yeah, they did a nice job as he brought the ball down low.
As this one is lost by Cascade, and Beckman will get the ball going left to right.
Beckman's really, really trying to draw that third foul on Green. That's why Squires got that easy bucket the last time. As Green gave himself up, was not going to try to call for that third foul of him in the first half. There again, it did it again, right inside. This time Sam Stelkin takes advantage.
Stelkin's third field goal of the night. He's got 6 points. And it's a 6-point advantage for Cascade, 22-16. Here's a jump hook. Got it to go high. Archer in the middle of the lane from 7 feet out. That's Devin Green, his fifth field goal of the first half. 4.5 to go in the second quarter.
Yeah, he's got 12. Team's got 24, but he's doing a tremendous job of getting these points in the paint area.
There's a drive. Stelkin loses. It's knocked out of bounds. Will stay baseline inbounds. Beckman ball going left to right.
Yeah, they're still trying to attack that inside, especially on the side of the 2-3 zone on the base. Where Devin Green did to keep attacking that, trying to get that third foul. Now they switch Green over to the other side on the baseline. See if Beckman starts coming from this side.
Up top, LeGrand. Now here is Squires driving left corner. Sends it right side. And shooting it with Stelkin. Throws it back in. But Green able to get to it. And here come the Cougars going the other way, right to left. 24-16. Up and down pace. Usually this would favor Beckman as now Cascade tries to slow it down, get more of their tempo. And it's knocked out of bounds by Squires on the far side away from Jarrett Napper. It'll stay Cougar basketball. 3:59 to go, second quarter.
I think outside of a few foul calls, I think each team probably thinks this is going like they'd like to see it. Beckman's been able to get up and down the court, but just haven't been able to get some shots to drop.
As this one's knocked away by LeGrand, he pushes it ahead to Squires, but too far, let him out of bounds right in front of the Cascade bench. But Squires telling Brian LeGrand to settle down a little bit. You had your man right there, just got to get it to him. Don't try to overplay here. And that's what we've seen a little bit too much by Beckman, trying too hard, trying to do too much.
Yeah, they're just really, they are concentrating. They'll try to get that third foul, and sometimes you kind of get out of your rhythm of what else offensively you can do, and they just got to get back to doing what they do best.
Devin Green, the outstanding All-Stater, 2 fouls so far in this game. Both came in the first quarter. As there is Squires on the other end, as that shot was missed, Beckman got it up and had the outlet ahead to Squires on the fast break, off the window and no good, but he's fouled her to the line to shoot 2.
And that's what you like to see if you're Beckman, you're down by 8. It's hustle down the court, maybe beat them down there before they can really set up that very effective 2-3 zone. Draw fouls, get to the free throw line, and try to score some points. And the first free throw by Squires off the front of the rim, no good.
His first trip to the line tonight, he's an 82% free throw shooter. He gets the second one to trickle on down. He's got 3 points. Leads the team with 18 and a half tonight. So right now, the leading scorer duel being dominated by Devin Green, who has 12, and Squires only 1. Only one basket, I should say, with those, and 1 free throw with 3 points. As there is a basket up and good for the Cougars with 3 minutes to go.
Jared Nepper did a nice job coming off that screen at the free throw line. Wide open 15-footer, dropped it right in.
So Napper has 7 points, 5 in the second quarter. Pass to the left side, Riley LeGrand, I should say. Now back up top to Squires. Right corner, Willenbring. Squires gets a shot, right wing 3, no good, off the front of the rim. Devin Green skies for the rebound. It's 26-17. The 9-point advantage here for Cascade, number 16 in Class 2A. The Highway 136 rivals. It's Beckman. There's a pull-up jumper from 10 feet out. No good. Off the right side, rebounded by LeGrand. 12-1 Cascade, 10-4 Beckman. The 15th game of the year for Beckman. The 14th for Cascade. And now Cascade comes back up with it. A missed shot on the other end. They get the rebound, pushing ahead to Napper. Now Trum inside to Green. Fadeaway jumper from 6 feet out. Rattled around and went on down as Devin Green. He's a good one. Very hard to
nice
stop.
Shooter's touch right there. Fade around. That looked a little Utah type, little fade away. You can't block that shot.
And a big guy like that has that kind of mobility and moves around the punch. And he is up to stop. 28-17. Inside, little contact here. Yep. Good call there. There's too much contact as they knock the ball away from Stelke. And so go the 17th foul, or not. Nope, it was only No, it's only 5 for Cascade.
It's 5, yeah. That's the second one on Kurt Trum. So Trum and Green both with 2 for Cascade.
1:25 and counting here in the first half of play. Cascade with 11-point lead, 28-17. Halftime guest, Gary Dolphin, voice of the Hawkeyes. The first ever team for Al Marshall, coaching at Aquin High School here in Cascade. Before he came to Cascade Public in 1976, Dolph will join us at halftime to talk about the early days of Al Marshall and Cascade basketball. His final regular season home game tonight, retiring after 48 seasons after this year. Devin Green, the free throw line. He'll take the jumper, 13 feet out. No good. He bricked it off the side with backward. Kurt Trum battling for the rebound, put it up. That's no good. Beckman getting it. Willenbring saved it from going out of bounds. He throws it back, but it's out of bounds on the sideline. And Cascade will give it. Again, a great job battling for that rebound. LeGrand getting it, but just airmailing it to Willenbring. And Beckman is in the play this pace and sometimes too frantic and not able to take care of the ball as much as Coach Squires and company would like to.
Yeah, there's a veteran coach right there, 49 seconds left in the half, and he gets Devin Green over here on the bench.
Yeah.
So he doesn't get that third foul before halftime. Good move there.
Smart indeed. As up top with his Napper. They're going to go for the last second shot here. One would think. Napper trying to get rid of it. Detrummy does. 20 seconds to go. 28-17. Cascade the 11-point lead here. Up top is Napper. Napper now, right side. And it's knocked away. LeGrand with the steal. Other way. Finger roll. Left hand on the left side. Off the window and good. By Riley LeGrand, his second field goal of the night. Now we have a foul call. He's trying to shoot it with Napper with 1.8 on the clock. And number 5 with a holding foul called Colton Willenbrings. Is that 3 on him or 2?
No, that's going to be his third. 1.8 seconds left.
Wow.
No, he really is not going to like that one because that's
the contact.
Yeah, probably, but it's just one of those ones that, at half court with 2 seconds to go, just let him shoot it. Don't get your third foul of a push. Plus, now he's going line to shoot.
Don't make the officials call that one. Don't give them a reason to call it. Get away from them in that situation. Napper trying to take advantage of it. 1.8. He nails the first one. He'll have one more. His first time at the free throw line here tonight. Jared Napper, the third leading scorer, 9.3 tonight, an 82% free thrower. The best on the team for the Cougars. And the second one, nothing but nylon. So Napper takes full advantage of it. Gives his team an 11-point lead again. LeGrand trying to set it. And a half-court short just off the mark to the right. And that's the way our first half comes to a close. It's Cascade 30, Beckman 19, 11-point advantage. A 16-point second quarter for Cascade as they outscore Beckman 16-10. 30-19 our halftime score. As we'll be coming back shortly here to Cascade High School right after this from KMCH Sports.
You may not wear glasses or contacts, but how do you know if you're seeing your best or if your eyes are healthy? Why not be proactive and get your eyes examined? Dr. Daniel E. Mersch and his professional staff at Manchester Family Vision can help. Call 563-927-3682 to schedule an appointment. Manchester Family Vision Center wishes all the local sports teams best of luck this season. Manchester Family Vision Center on West Main, where clear vision begins with healthy eyes. Bob Stephen Motors in Manchester proudly supports all area athletes. Bob Stephen Motors is your locally owned and operated GM dealer in Manchester. Visit them on the web at bobstephenmotors.com.
A great night out awaits you at Hartridge Golf Course. Join us for Taco Tuesday and our Thursday night specials featuring roasted chicken. Watch the Iowa games with 50-cent wings and drink specials at Hartridge, north of Manchester on 195th Street.
Heiberger Insurance, Pekin Insurance, and Heritage Mutual Insurance handle a variety of insurance products serving Dubuque and surrounding eastern Iowa counties. Working together with neighbors, helping neighbors remains their focus. You can rely on Heiberger, Heritage Mutual, and Pekin Insurance in Epworth for all of your property and liability insurance needs.
Buy County Disposal Incorporated for all your commercial and construction disposal needs. Best of luck to all the area athletes and coaches from everyone at Buy County Disposal Incorporated in Dyersville, serving Dubuque and Delaware counties.
Dunlap Motors in Independence with Chevy Buick and certified pre-owned Chevy, Buick, GMC, and nearly 300 new and used cars and trucks in stock. They have big town inventory with small town service. Stop and say hi. That's Dunlap Motors in downtown Independence. And go to DunlapMotorsIndy.com. That's DunlapMotorsIndy.com.
At Precision Collision, we are committed to providing you with high-quality auto body repair and paint refinishing. Our expertly trained technicians can repair all accidental damage and get you back on the road in no time. Come visit me, Jeff, for a free estimate. We are located along Highway 20 at the Delaware turnoff. Precision Collision, one call does it all, quality guaranteed.
And welcome back into Cascade High School here at halftime of the boys varsity contest. 30-19, Cascade leading Beckman. John and Bill back with you and our special guest here tonight, Gary Dalton, the voice of the Iowa Hawkeyes. His golf was on that 1968-69 Aquin team, Al Marshall's first ever team here in Cascade. And would you ever think 47 years later, his 48th season now of coaching high school basketball, here we are tonight celebrating his final ever regular season home contest golf.
It's really amazing, John, when you think about it. Nobody stays anywhere 48 years or whatever it is. and good for Al. He's had some great teams. I was just looking at the program, 7 or 8 trips to the state tournament.
7.
But the tradition of Cascade basketball goes way back before Al Marshall, but he certainly has carried the torch for all those years. They've had some great coaches here. Joe Atabi, who is, in my mind, a Hall of Fame coach. Earl Olson, Bob White, who used to coach at West Dubuque, and had all those great teams. Art Sadoff at Iowa Falls, and then Al Marshall. So they've had some wonderful coaches here. Al certainly deserves this kind of a turnout tonight. I know they gave him a big opening award ceremony, presented him with some gifts, and it was good to see. And he's had great coaches are one thing. He's had a lot of great players down through the years, including me.
Yes, one outstanding guard back in his first season ever here. I knew that would come up as outstanding players. You talked about Craig Callahan, who went on to play Division I at UNC Wilmington. Greg McDermott, of course, who graduated in 1983, went on to play at UNI before starting his coaching career. Nate Schmidt was a talented player in the modern area in the early 2000s. And just a lot of great people have come through here. He's had some good assistant coaches, too. Eric Miller, for one, who's now coaching in Wisconsin.
Dubuque, yep.
And just a great supporting cast here for Al Marshall. What do you remember about the early days of Al Marshall, as he hasn't changed a whole lot with the 2-3 zone and the philosophies and what he tries to do, but what do you remember from those early days?
I call him the Jim Boeheim of high school basketball when it comes to 2-3 zone. He's not going to come out of it whether he's behind or ahead. I suppose in desperation moments he has to, but I remember my senior year was his first year here, and we had a heck of a team. We had Bob Pape and Randy Guile and Mike Boyle, who was a 6'6" post player. Juddy Driscoll and I were the starting guards at that time. But we played a lot of mixture of man and zone, and I'm going from memory here. I think we won 17 games our first year and 17 or 18 our second year when you played 20, 21 games.
Yeah.
And both years we got beaten in the district championship game by Al Eberhardt in Springfield.
Yeah.
Al Eberhardt, who went on to be an All-American in Missouri, a #1 draft pick of the Detroit Pistons. And Al's sister is the mother of all the Zeller boys.
Yep.
They played at Notre Dame and North Carolina and Indiana, of course. So there are some great basketball genes in that family. But we couldn't get past Al. He was a monster. But Al Eberhardt, I speak of. Al Marshall had good teams from seemingly from the get-go. And you asked me what I remember about him, or about his teams. He always seemed, you mentioned a couple of Greg McDermott, Craig Callahan. We had Mike Boyle. He always had that one solid, and Devin Green tonight.
Yeah.
A consistency of tremendous post play, rim protectors, as Fran McCaffrey likes to call them. But that's what I remember about Al. He always had that big farm kid who could go in there and play well.
Yes, indeed. So you were part of early on those 727 wins. He'll be inducting. How fitting, his final season inducted into the Hall of Fame in the state tournament. And he's hoping, of course, his team is playing at this year's state tournament. Won't be an easy task for the Panthers to get out of here. Some great area Class 2A basketball once again in this area, as you're seeing a good matchup here tonight. Another quality team in the area is the Blazers.
Yeah, indeed. The zone is bothering Jim Squire. Speaking of Hall of Fame coaches,
yeah,
Jim Squire is one in my book, too. Beckman's got a nice team. I saw them play West Dubuque a couple weeks ago. They were not only turning WD over, but they hit a bunch of threes, and they're not falling, at least not in the first half. But they're certainly within striking range at, 30-19. That three-point shot, whether it's here or Iowa City tomorrow, sure change. It gets you back in the game real quick.
Yes, indeed. The Hawkeyes will play Purdue tomorrow, number 9 in the country. And the Hawkeyes are flying high right now. Fan McCaffrey and everybody excited around this part that are Iowa Hawkeye fans, of course, and even the other fans, I'm sure. It's hard not to be excited for this Iowa team right now.
Yeah, and you think Purdue's thinking payback after what happened down in West Lafayette a few weeks ago to open the first week of the Big Ten season. But Iowa is shooting the ball so well that they're really not in fear of anybody. So what you have tomorrow, you've got the best defensive team in the Big Ten against the number 2 scoring team in the Big Ten. Purdue has held 17 of 18 opponents below their season average. The only one they didn't hold below its average was the Iowa Hawkeyes, and they lost that game. But with Purdue, you've got to keep Adam Woodbury out of foul trouble, he and Utah, because They've got 2 7-footers and Hammonds and Isaac Haas, and then Swanigan, the freshman phenom, is 6'10". So they get all that size, but I like Iowa's chances. Hopefully the Hawks can have a hot start like they've had the last 2 games. They got out, 11-0 on Michigan and 13-2 on Rutgers. And those turned out to be the differences in the ballgame.
Absolutely. Hawkeyes and Purdue will have the pregame starting at 11 a.m. tomorrow morning as a noon tip from Carver Hawkeye Arena inside Carver Hawkeye Arena, Iowa City. Gary Dalton, Bobby Hansen with the call here from the Hawkeye Radio Network. And you talked about the great crowd here tonight. A lot of alumni coming back. I'm sure you ran across a lot of former players and even some alumni that you probably played with or close to it back in the day.
Well, I don't think any of those are alive, the ones I played with. At least I haven't seen them. But, I think you outlived everything. I think I'm the last sole surviving member of that team. No, I'm kidding.
Congratulations.
I'm kidding. I've seen a lot of alums, but I haven't seen anybody from 1969. Like me, they're probably in bed right now.
Like you should be.
With a new tip-off tomorrow and an 11 o'clock pregame. I should have been in bed an hour ago, but of course, I wouldn't miss a chance to jump on the air with you and Bill.
Yes, thank you.
How's Bill behaving, okay?
Oh, well, all right. I do have one question for you, though.
Yeah.
You know, Swish was talking about throwback uniforms, kind of, they're not throwback uniforms. Look how long those uniform pants are.
Yeah,
that'd be awesome sometime if they'd really do some throwback to get those short. I don't know about awesome.
My shorts were about a foot and a half above what they're wearing now. And,
at least a foot and a half.
They're actually, it's funny you bring that up, Bill, because in college, a lot of them are coming back to where they're above the knee.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're all wearing those, stretch shorts underneath.
Yeah.
So it's all about the apparel. It's all about the insignia.
There you go. Right. All right, Dolph.
Okay, guys.
Appreciate your time. Good luck to the Hawks at the beginning of the season. And thanks, as always, for joining us here. Gary Dolphin, voice of the Hawkeyes, and a member of that first team back in 68-69 for Al Marshall. Take a break. Back after this from KMCH Sports.
AK Sports in Manchester offers team apparel, screen printing, hunting and fishing supplies, and more. Get your game on with AK Sports, your local sporting apparel store, and more in Manchester.
And back into Cascade High School. We're underway in the third quarter, going right to left. Beckman has the basketball, and now a turnover inside. The screwed inside, and Kurt Trum kicks it off. 30-19, Cascade, the 11-point lead. Leading the way, Devin Green for the Cougars first half. 13 points, 8 points for Jared Knepper, 6 points for Kurt Trum, 1 for Johnny Supel. Driving in now right side, Trum on the short corner for Beckman. Sam Snelken leading the way to 6 points, 5 for Riley LeGrand, 3 points apiece for Colin Squires, Colton Willenbring, 2 points for Tommy Lehman. Here's a steal takeaway now, throwing up the court again. Beckman throws it out of bounds, and too big of a hurry there. Another turnover, and Cascade will come back with it.
Yeah, that's 2 possessions, 2 turnovers here at the beginning of the third quarter. Not what you want to see when you're trailing by 11. So Coach Squires got to get his team to just settle down a little bit, stay within themselves. You can't get 11 points in 1 shot or 2 shots. You got to whittle away at this.
Up top is Huffman. The 11-point Cascade lead in the lane. Huffman gets rid of it. Knapper out front. Number 6, Cascade. Cascade had smaller than Beckman, 206 enrollment in Class 2A. Beckman, 232 enrollment number. There is a move inside. Beckman fans level of contact. Trum up with the shot. Rattles around and pops it out front. And now Beckman coming back with it, going right to left. Down by 11. 6.5 to go. Here's a 3 from the left wing. That's Colton Willenbring, his second 3 of the game. Has 2 threes in that first half for Beckman. The third 3 of the night. Willenbring has 6 points now. Cuts the lead to 8, 30-22.
And that's what Dolph was talking about after. You get that 3-point play, that 3-point basket in there. Double-digit leads can disappear in a hurry.
Absolutely. Here's Devin Green inside. No good. Off the mark right side. Here's Riley LeGrand now. Up top with it. LeGrand looking. Now right side, Willenbring. Back up top.
They take another 3-pointer here. All of a sudden, that deficit's down to 5.
Tommy Lehman tried to go inside with it. LeGrand saw him. Lehman had a good look, but just trickled off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Cascade.
Boy, it did. It sat on the front of that rim for a long time and then just decided to roll off. Would have got that crowd really into this game had he made that bucket.
Snapper now right side to Huffman. Trum, top of the key. Pass to the short corner. Here is a jumper by Supel. No good out the backside. Rebounded by Green. Now a pick off by Huffman as Telegraphing his pass was Tommy Lehman, and Huffman was all over it. Drum across the baseline. Now Supel has it knocked away, and a recovery by Squires all the way in the other end. There is Willenbrink, no good. That one was blocked away. Coach Squires wants a foul called there on the hack, but nothing doing. 30-22, 8-point advantage. This one's tipped away as Trump is trying to get it inside. Willenbrink with it all the way in is Stelkin. Contact up in the air, but not enough for the foul as Stelkin gets the basket. Sam Stelkin, 2 points. He's got 4 field goals on the night. 8 points for Stelkin, and it's a 6-point lead for the Cougars. 30-24.
Yeah, if the Blazers are the next one to score, that's going to get this deficit down a lot.
Huffman goes inside as it trickles off the back of the rim. Green with the rebound and a foul. He pushed off to get the rebound, and they give Kevin Green his 3rd foul here with 4:40 to go in quarter number 3.
Yeah, and you can probably hear in the background a little bit. You know, this Beckman crowd's getting back into this a little bit. They've outscored them here 5-0 right off the bat here at the beginning of this 3rd quarter.
Coach Marshall,
3rd foul on Green.
Coach Marshall was up and displaying his displeasure for that call towards the officials on the far side. 4:25 and counting here. It's a 6-point Cougar lead. I go for the upset here tonight on the road in this rivalry series as up the left side of the rim by Willenbrink that time. Now Napper up top, pulls up, passes it back out to Huffman. Huffman, right side. Supel thought about a 3. Gets it back out to Huffman now. Green has it poked away. Napper goes and gets it. And there is a jumper from 17 feet. No good off the right side. It's pinballed around and retrieved by Willenbrink. Willenbrink driving. A little floater from 5 feet out. No good. Off the mark left side. Rebounded by Supel.
Cascade 0 for 6 from the field here in the 3rd quarter.
As up top is Huffman with it. 30-24 still. Green trying to get it to 8. He does. Knocks down the 16-footer just outside the left elbow. 32-24. The first field goal of the second half for Devin Green. He's got 16 on the night. There's a 14-footer just inside the free throw line, knocking it down. Sam Stelkin. He's got 5 field goals on the night. 10 points for Stelkin.
Yeah, that was a good response by the Blazers. They want to keep this within striking distance here. And you can just kind of feel that the Blazers are just waiting to get this crowd into it. They can get this down under 6. They really will get the crowd back in.
Turn around, jumper off the window. Bank City for Kevin Green. Back-to-back field goals on the offensive side for the Cougars for Mr. Green. And it's 18 points for him. 34-26, Willenbrink. Now on top with it is Riley LeGrand. A 3, top of the key, spins around, pops out, but Lehman right there puts it up off the window, and good. Tommy Lehman, the offensive putback, his 2nd field goal of the night. He's got 4 points, 34-28 now, 2:20 and counting in the 3rd frame. Trump passes inside, nearly lost out of bounds, and Squires touch it. No, it'll be Beckman basketball.
3 turnovers by each team here in the second half. Substitution for Cascade, number 33, Gannon O'Brien, going to come in, and Johnny Supel will take a breather there on the bench. O'Brien's first time in tonight. Blazers trail by 6, 2:10 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Long 3-pointer by Squires off front of the rim, no good.
Rebounded by the Cougars. Napper comes up with it. Up top, 34-28 Cascade, under 2 minutes to play, 3rd frame. Now Huffman is surveying with it. Inside to Green. Gets out of the lane. Left corner 3 for Napper. No good. Air ball's backside. Stuck with the rebound. Pushes ahead for it. Intercepted by Huffman right in front of Willenbrink. Napper for another wide open 3. Got that one to go. Jared Napper nails it. A 3 from the left wing. His first field goal of the second half. He's got 11 points now as Napper coming in a 9-point averager. His 28th 3 of the year. Coming in 47%.
A 4th foul on Green.
A foul called on Devin Green. A push off going for the rebound as Beckman Squires had it, and Green gets number 4 with 1:17 to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, it could be marked at 1:17 third quarter when Green has to go out. He went out, turned around and went back in. I don't want to go out now because, you're coming over here and rest here for a second to see he's going out with a 9-point lead with 1:17 to go.
37-28. And a missed 3 off the mark right side from Squires. Cascade pushing ahead. New face in there for the Cougars, number 33, Gannon O'Brien. As O'Brien has only 3 points in his varsity season this year, averaging under a point a game. There's a kick ball. It'll stay Cascade basketball, as Gannon O'Brien is one of the 4 sophomores on the roster. 6 seniors, 3 juniors, 1 freshman, 14 for Cascade. Beckman has 14 as well. 6 seniors, 6 juniors, 2 sophomores. 55 seconds to go. 37-28. A 5-second count on Cascade, and we go back the other way.
Yeah, they did. I'm surprised that one of the coaches or somebody, didn't help out with the timeout call. The Cascade still got all 5 timeouts, but they let that go as a turnover.
As there is a offensive foul called on Beckman, a moving screen called.
Selkin's going to get called for setting an illegal screen.
His first, team number 1.
Trying to get that 3-pointer set up on the back side. He's trying to set a screen, and they locked it all the way over to the other side. Still 9-point lead to Cascade.
Right side driving. Putting it up in traffic. Supel got it to go. What a move by Johnny Supel. A field goal there as the third quarter winds down. Johnny Supel averaging 7 points a contest. Up top for the LeGrand. Under 10 seconds to go. Inside, turnaround jumper, up the window, and good by Sam Selkin. His third field goal of the third quarter. 1 second, half quarter, Napper, no good. Airballed it, and a 9-point lead for Cascade at the third quarter break. 39-30, Cascade over Beckman. There, this matchup of Highway 136 games. We're back after this. KMC Sports.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. It takes the right financial partner who cares as much about your future as you do, building a financial plan to meet your life's priorities and helping you achieve the financial security you're after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact me, Mitch Payton, or Matt Schulte today. You and Northwestern Mutual, stronger together.
For your fertilizer, chemical, and agronomy needs, call Gary Menson at CPS in Dyersville and Worthington. Good luck to area athletes, coaches, and fans for a successful season from everyone on Team Dyersville and Team Worthington at Crop Production Services in Dyersville and Worthington.
American Trust and Savings Bank wishes all area athletes and coaching staff continued success. American Trust and Savings Bank with locations in Dyersville, Farley, Dubuque, and Des Moines. Simply better banking. Check them out at americantrust.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
George Davis and Jenk Law Office in Dyersville, proud to support all area athletes, coaches, and fans, and wish them the best of luck for a successful season. Go teams from George Davis and Jenk Law Office in Dyersville.
Back inside Cascade High School Gymnasium. The crowd on hand tonight. People standing on the top level here as the pool setting holds 800 people, almost 800 packed in there. It holds roughly 1,300 standing room only. Not packed here tonight like it will be for some district and regional games, but a good crowd nonetheless. Here is Huffman. He travels, trying to get the ball. And stutter step there, traveling call to go back the other way. Beckman down 39-30. As Beckman did outscore Cascade 11-9 in that third quarter. As they trail by 9 to start the final frame and the final night regular season home game for Al Marshall, legendary head coach, his 48th season. 727 wins, will be a Hall of Famer before the season's over at the state tournament. And Jim Squires already in the Hall of Fame. Got all those wins at Bellevue Marquette for coming to Beckman this year. There's a right wing three. Got it by Riley LeGrand. His second three of the ball game. His first field goal since the second quarter. He's got 8 points. And he cuts the lead to 6 here, 39-33. The big story here, Devin Green on the bench. The leading scorer for Cascade coming in 19 points a game. The Wayne State commit, Devin Green, has 18 points on the bench with 4 fouls. Here's a three for the right side, no good. Off the mark by Gannon O'Brien. And Beckman now has a chance to get it within under 6. And a layup on the right side. Coach Marshall wants a timeout. Tommy Lehman cuts it to within 4, 39-35. 6:32 to go here in the fourth. A timeout. We'll take it with them. This is area boys basketball from KMCH Sports.
Sight and good vision is very easy to take for granted until it is taken away. Advanced Eye Care Associates of Eastern Iowa is here to help you. Advanced Eye Care Associates of Eastern Iowa is located at 105 East Butler Street in Manchester and at 1113 West 3rd Street in Vinton. Your vision is our primary focus.
For over a century, Anderson has been helping families make their homes brighter, more comfortable, and more beautiful. They do it by making quality windows and doors, setting the bar high and raising it day after day, year after year, making Anderson the leader in doors and windows. Contact local vendor Delhi Lumber at 922-2404 for all of your window needs. Delhi Lumber, your authorized Anderson Windows dealer, has big town quality with small town service.
At Community Savings Bank, it's simple. Simply Free Checking comes with free debit cards, free online banking with bill pay, free mobile money, and free thank you gifts. Find out more about Simply Free Checking at one of our 7 locations or online at csbiowa.com. Community Savings Bank. Member FDIC.
Well, and studio producer, KMCH News Director Janelle Tucker back in Manchester tonight. John Bill with you from Cascade. Exciting, intriguing contest here. Devin Green back in the game with those 4 fouls. Cascade leading 39-35. They had a 9-point lead heading into this fourth quarter. 6:15 and counting here in the game. As Huffman has it out top. Cascade 12-1, ranked number 6 in 2A. Beckman 10-4, unranked in the same class. Up top is Napper. Driving in, dishing off the drum. He thinks better of taking the shot. Now he throws it. Huffman cut in, though. It's going to be over and back violation. Napper went, got in the back foot just to be safe. As the Blazers will get it, and a turnover for Cascade.
That's turnover number 9 here in the game, but they only had 3 in the first half, so 6 in the second half. A little cool shooting and more turnovers in the first half. Beckman's clawing their way back into this contest, only trailing by 4.
39-35, and here's the steal. Green saves it from going out of bounds, tips it back into his teammate Napper, and here come the Cougars. And the turnover for Beckman there, as left side Super driving on top, low contact. LeGrand. It's poked away by LeGrand, but Trum comes up with it.
Yeah, that turnover by Beckman is the number 11. They had 5 in the first half, and that's number 6 here in the second half.
Left wing is Huffman. Surveying, now gets it to Trum in the left corner. Trum inside Green, has a clear pass to the basket, gets it off the window and good. 20 points on the night for Devin Green, his first field goal here in the fourth quarter. As Green playing with those 4 fouls, 41-35. And Super and Napper are the only other 2 to score in the second half for the Cougars. There's a top of the key 3, no good, off the mark right side by LeGrand. And rebounded by the Cougars. Here comes Cascade up by 6, 41-35. Napper left side to Super. Super back up top to Huffman. Huffman now passes it to Green. Left corner inside to Super. Drives in. Goes up. Knocked away, but a foul comes. Contact there. LeGrand got a little body as the official calls the body along with the block up top. And now he's looking for the foul. He can't find the man who committed the first one. 33.
Got the right one.
And LeGrand gets called for it, his second. 41-35, 6-point lead. Cascade, Super trying to extend the lead, and they cannot on the first attempt as it skims off the right side. And they'll have one more. 1 of 2 so far from the free throw line. Johnny Super, who's got 3 points on the night, had a field goal late in the third quarter. The second one is up, and that one rattles around and pops on in. So 2 of 4 tonight for Super, a 77% free throw shooter coming in. Back to a 7-point lead, 42-35. Beckman got it within 4. Now a missed 3 right side. Devin Green comes in from behind for the rebound, but a foul called against Beckman here, fighting for the rebound. On the arm, foul called on Tommy Lehman apparently contacting Devin Green. And that's a 4 on Raymond. Only the team third, 2 on the other side for the Cougars. 4:15 and counting, fourth quarter, 42-35. The 7-point advantage for Cascade. Huffman pulls up from 15 feet out, right side, got it to go.
His first 2 points of the game, and they just all backed off on him, and he left him open for about a 10-footer, and he decided to take the easy shot.
Huffman, second leading scorer coming in. Here's a foul call. That's going to be 5 on Devin Green.
I think they did call it.
They did on Green. He contacted Skelton as he was going up for the shot, for 2 shots coming, and Green is fouled out of this game with 3:57 to go. And a 9-point lead, 44-35. Green is out of the game.
Yeah, Coach Marshall's having a little coaching instruction right there. You got to let him try to make that shot. We need you in the game here, but that's a learning experience, and he's got a lot of experience to get him there.
For Springfield, up and good by Skelton. One more. First time at the line tonight. Rattles around, pops out. Some almost didn't get it. Beckman hustling Squires, almost beat him to it, but he just couldn't get there in time. Cascade has the ball. Going left to right. 44-36. Trump drives in. Stop, pop. No good. The backside rebound. Johnny Supel. What a rebound. The backside off the window and good. Supel coming up big. Has 4 points in the second half. What a athletic move that one time there. As Napper now trying to save it from going out of bounds and get the turnover, but he cannot. It's out of bounds off the Cascade. Beckman ball. 46-36. 10-point advantage here. 3:34 to go in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, Beckman's going to have some quality possessions here now, trailing by 10.
So there is a left wing 3 on the left side. Squires now. Couldn't get it to go. Cascade comes back with it the other way. Trump on top, 46-36.
Each team with just 3 team fouls here, so a long way to go before either team's going to be in the bonus here. Only 3 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter.
Up top with contact. Chase Huffman has it knocked away by hustling Riley LeGrand. It goes out of bounds. It'll stay. Cascade basketball going left to right.
Yeah, they did a nice job of coming in from the backside, blind side, almost got it, but as he knocked it away, went off his own foot, knocked it out of bounds. Would have had a wide open layup probably.
46-36, 10-point advantage for Cascade, 2:40 and counting here in quarter number 4. Hoffman with it, left side. Bring around the Rosie inside, stops, puts it up, no good off the back of the rim. LeGrand puts it ahead, Willenbring by himself, that's from with hard foul there. Just an on-the-arm foul, no intentional like some Beckman are saying. He was going for the ball. You can't call that intentional foul. Strum was going for a ball. It's no way an intentional foul.
So when the team is behind by 10, you want that call intentional, but it was not intentional. He was just
trying to make sure he could make the basket.
Yeah, I'm going up
the ball away.
Make sure he doesn't get a 3-point play out.
Some contact did come as Willenbring will go to the line to shoot 2 now as they call the foul on
Trump. Yeah, that's his third.
Up and good for Willenbring. He'll have one more. Cuts the lead. Back to 8, 46-37. 2:34 to go in the fourth. Up and rattles around, plops on in. And second free throw good. Coach Squires wants the timeout. We'll take it with him. 46-38 Cascade. 2:34 to go in the game. Back after this from KMC. It's Sports.
If you need residential and commercial plumbing, heating, and electrical work, call Meyer Mechanical in Dyersville. Meyer Mechanical is proud to support all area athletes, coaches, and fans and wish them continued success. Put their team to work for you.
Jay's Auto Supercenter on the Greater East End of Manchester has quality pre-owned vehicles, great financing options, and a full-service department, body shop, and detail department. See their full line of vehicles online at jsautosales.net. At Jay's Auto, customer satisfaction is their #1 priority.
And John and Bill back with you from Cascade.
one of the Cascade students just came down and did the splits in front of the student section. I mean, how is that hurt even from over here?
We'd have to call the ambulance.
Oh, yes, we would. Both legs would be broken.
46-38, the 8-point advantage for the Cougars. 2:20 to go, quarter number 4. The number 16 trying to stay without a loss here against Beckman the last couple of years, is claiming the rebound on the backside and now getting it ahead.
Wasn't a bad shot, but might have been a little quicker than Coach Marshall would like to see there with an 8-point lead.
As left side is Willenbring. Beckman after scoring a roll, so really trying to force it inside, knocked away by Trump. Knapper comes away with it, trying to force it into Lehman. Now Cascade can hold the ball and take some clock off here in a timeout. A timeout coming for Coach Marshall. A 30-second timeout. We'll take another quick one back after this from KMC Sports.
Milbert Financial are your experts for taxes, financial planning, and tax accounting in Dyersville. Milbert Financial is proud to be a part of the Dyersville community, area athletes, coaches, and fans. Best of luck from everyone at Milbert Financial in Dyersville.
Hi, this is Jamie Vasky at Don & Walt LLC, your independent Lennox dealer in Manchester, encouraging you to plan ahead. Have us check your heating or air conditioning unit before you need it. For residential or commercial plumbing and heating needs and top quality Lennox furnaces and heating units, see Don & Walt LLC on East Main Street in Manchester, or give us a call at 927-2232.
Trying to build back with you from Cascade. Beckman trying to turn the Cougars over here as Cascade leading by 8, 46-38. 1.5 to go in this fourth quarter. Up top with it is O'Brien. Now Napper. Blazers electing not to foul yet, but there's an incidental foul called on Willenbring. But with down 8, 1:21 to go, you can't really not foul too much longer anyway.
Yeah, you're going to have to do something. You got to go for steals, but if you don't get the steals, then you got to do some foul, and that's over the 14 foul, so it's still got 2 more to give. They're not out there right now looking to foul real quick here, going for that steal.
There's a foul on Huffman as Squires commits his first foul of the game.
And there, at least you're going for a steal, hold the ball in front of him and trying to swipe it away from him, caught his arm. But at least you're trying to go for a steal in that situation. You don't get the steal, get the foul.
Cascade with Huffman getting rid of it to Trump. 105 and counting here in the game. 46-38. Cascade, very fundamentally sound, good at taking care of the ball. A lot of good guards out there. Lieutenant Green fouling out with 3:57 to go in the game. And they're up by 9. And Beckman not able to cut much into it. 8-point lead. Coach Squires telling his team foul.
And that's some great spacing there by Cascade. That's awesome offense right there against a team that wants to foul.
They've done this before in his 48 seasons.
Yeah.
Coach Marshall's had to do this quite some times with a lead late in the ball game.
Yeah, and they're doing a great job. That's as great a spacing as you can see by anybody. They're just really getting themselves out there. There's Willenbring. He's going to get called for. That's going to be his fifth.
So Colton Willenbring is out of the game. Had 2 threes on the night. So 8 points he fouls out with. Colton Willenbring, the senior, one of 6 seniors on the roster for Coach Squires and company. And then is Spencer Ingleton now, 46-38, 41.8 on the fourth quarter clock. 1-on-1 situation. Jared Napper's on the line. He's 1 of 2 so far in this ball game. He's come up big, 11 points on the night, and he can't get that one to go. This is too hard up the back of the rim, and LeGrand will bring it up. Now inside Lehman going around the defense, off the window, and good timeout for Coach Squires. Tommy Lehman gets his 3rd field goal in the second half. As a full timeout, we'll take it with him. 31.6 to go, 46
first. So that'll set them back to the line again to shoot the third 1-1 free throw. They missed the first two, kept their score just 46-40 because of the missed free throws. Then Beckman hasn't. They've gotten them to miss twice, but then they haven't been able to capitalize on the other end.
This one off the right side. Huffman can't get it to go. And Beckman with the ball. Inside. Stunken up, no good. And a rebound by Cascade. There's a foul now. And Stunken will launch the Kirkler at the end. As Kurt Trump stands in and stands up for his teammate. And I don't blame Trum there. There was a little extra. Stunken's frustrated, but you can't do that.
Yeah. Well, he went over and said something to Trum. He went over and talked to the official, and he did it. Good officiating. The official gets the whole shot the ball there and said, hey, get at the end. I know you're not happy. I know you're frustrated, but, yep, let's keep it above board.
As there is a shot like Johnny Sucre. Sucre with one more as he makes the first one. He stepped up here tonight. Averages 7 points, but able to get 6, now 7 in the second half. 8 points on the night for Sucre. As here's LeGrand coming up. There's going to be a foul called. It's Shannon O'Brien, little overplay there. That's a foul here. Chris Marshall anyway saying, get away from him. Get your hands up and don't foul.
That's only the fifth, so nobody's going to the free throw line. But he just doesn't want anybody fouling the situation. 3.9 seconds to go.
Oh, indeed. They got it to go. Coach Squires with the timeout. Oh, it's right at the buzzer. That's it. So they're going to put time out. They're going to try to put. Squires is talking to Coach Ost. He says, that's it. Call it. You're good. And 48-43. The three-pointer by Squires?
Yeah, Squires got the three-pointer, but now they're talking.
Well, they might put the time up.
And, man, it's got to be less than a second, but
Squires have a laugh with the officials.
Yeah, they are going to put the time back up there.
Full timeout for Beckman, and 0.6 is on the clock. So we're going to finish the game here. And let's take a short timeout. We'll be back here from KMCH Sport.
The Eastern Iowa Shopping News and the Dyersville Commercial recognize the hard work and dedication of all area athletes. Check out the weekly sports section in the commercial for scores and information. The Eastern Iowa Shopping News and Dyersville Commercial, supporting your communities.
Wright Funeral Home wishes all area athletes and coaches the best of luck for a successful season. Wright Funeral Home with locations in Cascade, Dyersville, Epworth, and Farley. Good luck from Wright Funeral Home.
Whatever your favorite sport, we know you will join Parrott Insurance and Grinnell Mutual in supporting all of our local athletes. Parrott Insurance is proud to be part of this community and looks forward to catching all of the sports action this year. If you want a strong insurance team working for you, call Parrott Insurance today for a quote from Grinnell Mutual and experience our policy of working together.
And welcome back. The inbounds pass is caught by Huffman, and that is the game. 0.6 on the clock. 48-43. Cascade gets the victory at home here tonight as the Cougars improve their mark to 13-1. Beckman falls to 10-5 overall as Cascade able to get the victory over the Beckman Blazers, 48-43, as 9 points for Cascade in that fourth quarter, 13 for Beckman. So Beckman outscores them in both the third and fourth, but Cascade's leads previously had them enough points to get the victory here tonight. 48-43, the 5-point win for Cascade. We will take a break, come back, start to break this one down from Cascade tonight. Number 16 in 2A prevails at home, 48-43 over the rivals. We're back after this in KMCH Sports.
For fan food, not fast food, visit your after-the-game headquarters, Manchester Dairy Queen. It's quick, it's easy, your family will love it. Manchester Dairy Queen.
Your family.
It's no secret that people come to Fairway in Manchester for their famous meats, but as you dash back to the counter to pick up your USDA choice ribeyes, don't be surprised if you find yourself lingering among the delicious fruits and vegetables in the produce department. Shop Fairway in Manchester for low prices and all your grocery needs.
For residential, commercial, or farm lawn care, Spring Green Lawn Care in Dyersville is who to call. They're licensed and insured. Call Dwayne for free estimates. Spring Green Lawn Care is your full-service lawn care company in Dyersville.
Head to Fireside Pub and Steakhouse before or after the game or anytime, featuring steaks, seafood, pasta, sandwiches, and even fresh-made pizza. They say it's the best around. Visit them on the web at firesidemanchester.com for a full menu and special offers.
When you are buying or selling in today's real estate market, it's important to have confidence in your real estate professionals. Trading Places in Dyersville is your local real estate team. Trading Places Realty Incorporated, put your trust in the team that will move you.
Just like a great coach, State Farm agents like me, Julie Smith, can help you develop a game plan for your insurance needs. Whether it's car, home, life, health, or business insurance, I can dig into the playbook and help you find the affordable coverage you need. For all your insurance needs, call on a winning team. The Julie Smith State Farm Agency in Manchester.
Everyone at Wapsie Valley Creamery and Reload Center wish all the area athletes and coaching staff the best on a successful season. Wapsie Valley Creamery, Independence, and Wapsie Valley Reload Center in Worthington, partners in excellence.
Hi, this is Chris Henry, Service Manager of Brown Sales and Leasing in Elkader. Our goal is to make your car buying experience the best possible, and our factory-certified technicians are dedicated to you and your vehicles. Stop in and see us at Brown Sales and Leasing in Elkader, or visit us online at 4browns.com. Your hometown dealer, wherever your hometown may be. Best of luck to all area athletes and coaches.
The Woodland Eye Clinic in Dyersville offers high-quality eye and whole-body nutritional supplements that will help maintain a lifetime of healthy vision. Visit the Woodland Eye Clinic at their website at woodlandeyeclinic.com or find them on Facebook.
At Three Rivers, our customers come first. Your business is very important to us. Our goal is to provide you with the best products and service that you have come to expect from Three Rivers. Visit our website at threeriversfs.com or the location nearest you. Three Rivers, your partner in growth solutions.
And welcome back into Cascade High School. John Swisher, Bill Logan back with you as this one's in the books. Entertaining game for most of the way. 48-43. Cascade able to hang on, and they did it without the big man, Devin Green, who fouled out with 3:57 to go in the game. It was a 9-point lead at that time, 44-35. And the Cougars hang on for the 5-point win here tonight. So impressive job for the Cougars. Johnny Supel stepping up to hit some free throws. He was 3 of 4 in the fourth quarter. Trace Huffman knocked down a shot in the fourth, as Devin Green scoring one field goal before he fouled out in the fourth. Nice job collectively by the Cougars, able to get this win here tonight at home.
Yeah, they did everything it took to win, and you know, that's vintage Coach Marshall basketball right there, is win a contest without scoring 50 points, because I remember years ago, you know, his big thing was he didn't want anybody to get 40. You know, he always felt that if I can score 40, I'm going to win the game because we're going to hold the other team to 39 or less. That was his goal for years, and I still don't think that's probably changed too awful much. And he does that with that 2-3 zone. And, you know, he's probably one of the most successful coaches in the state of Iowa to be able to continually run that 2-3 zone, as most people don't do that today, very seldom. You just do that unless you're in foul trouble, but he's just a proponent of doing that, just, you know, forcing you to stay outside, shoot outside, beating from outside, and for the most part, a lot of times you can't do that. And another vintage Cascade win tonight.
Yes, indeed. 48-43. Go over to individual points here. Devin Green, 20 points. He led the way. Comes in averaging 19, got that and a point to go home with it. Jared Napper, 11 points. 6 points for Kurt Trum, 8 points for Johnny Supel, 2 points for Trace Huffman, 5 in the scoring column for the Cougars, 2 in double digits. As Beckman with 5 as well. All starters, 13 for Sam Stokin, 8 apiece for Colton Willenbring, Tommy Lemon, Wiley LeGrand, and 3 for Colin Squires. As very interesting stats there. The starters scoring all the points for both teams. I don't know if we've ever had that. Can you remember?
I don't ever remember nobody but starters for both teams scoring. And then you look at it a little deeper. Each team bench took one shot. They both missed it. So a very starter-dominated team here tonight. You know, team game. And what an impressive thing. Statistically, Cascade, they were 16 out of 37 from 2-point range, a little under 50%. 2 out of 6 from three-point range. That's probably about average. They don't shoot a lot of threes. 10 out of 15 from the foul line, and a little under average for what Coach Marshall would like to see. 9 turnovers, that's a tremendous number. For the Beckman Blazers, right there, 12 out of 24 from two-point range. That's a very good number. 5 out of 19 from the three-point. They just couldn't get those three-pointers to fall tonight. 4 out of 8 from the free throw line. 2-3 zone just kept them away from getting a lot of fouls and getting to the line. They had 12 turnovers, so a pretty evenly matched contest here tonight. And these are two teams that, they very, very well see each other down the road here.
Yes, indeed, as both Class 2A teams are in different districts this year, but the winners of those districts would meet in the sub-state. A chance to go to the state tournament. Beckman favored in theirs. Cascade and Monticello, one of the two teams favored in their district to come out of there. So we would be surprised if it wasn't two of those three teams meeting in the sub-state come late February as Cascade gets the victory here tonight. They improved their record to 13-1 overall. They're 11-1 in the RVC as Beckman to the 10-5 mark, 5-4 in the East Division of the Wildlife Conference. Coach Al Marshall's final regular season home game goes out with a win, 728 wins, 325 losses for the veteran and coach. That's going to pretty much wrap it up for us here tonight. I want to thank studio producer Janelle Tucker for her great work back at the station. And I want to thank all our great sponsors, all 43 of our sports boosters, our Beckman sponsors tonight. Woodland Eye Clinic, Wapsie Valley Creamery, Trading Places, Spring Green Lawn Care, Right Funeral Home, Ranker Shoes, Milbert Financial, Meyer Mechanical, Jink Law Office, Hyberg Insurance, Crop Production Services in Dyersville, Worthington, and Pike County Disposal. So the late season track continues here. We will have West Delaware girls basketball Tuesday night at Macokota, West Delaware boys basketball next Friday night as they travel to Mount Vernon. Should be a couple entertaining games.
Monday also.
Monday, forgot about that area doubleheader.
Yeah, forget Monday.
As Monticello is traveling to Delhi in Macokota Valley as the Panthers at the Wildcats, 6:15 the girls game, and then the boys game follows. So we'll have 3 nights next week and 4 games to call all the action here from KMCH Sports. So congrats to Coach Al Marshall getting the win here tonight as the Cougars move on with their 13th win. Great effort for Beckman. Just came up a little short here tonight. Best of luck, Coach Squires and company. We'll see both of these teams down in the tournament trail. As that's going to do it tonight. Thanks to my partner, Bill Logan. And thanks to statistician Tom Swisher as well, helping us out here tonight in game number 2, where the rebound advantage was 28-24 in favor of Cascade. They dominated defensive boards, 23 of them, and offensive boards 5-2 for Cascade. As that'll wrap it up for us here tonight. Have yourselves a good and safe rest of this Saturday night. So long, everybody, from Cascade, Iowa.
By County Disposal Incorporated. For all your
thanks. Have a nice job, Janelle. See you. Yep. Bye.